welcome to my channel. My name is Misty, and today's video I want to share with you my 5 favorite go-to homeschool moms here on YouTube. And before we talk about these 5 wonderful people, I do want to say make sure you hit the subscribe button for all my future homeschooling content that will be on this channel, and the like button lets me know that this is a type of video that you enjoy, so I know to make for you in the future. And now let's go ahead and talk about 5 wonderful people who will help out all your homeschooling needs. So first and foremost, I will have all these moms linked down below in the Dropbox. Honestly, they're always in every single video if you scroll down enough in the Dropbox, but I will definitely have them listed down there for you to check out. So the very first mom I want to talk about is Tori from Oglesby Ohana. If you've been around for any length of time on this channel or followed me on Instagram, you know that I love this lady, okay? And it's really funny because I feel like there's so many similarities between me and Tori, but also so many differences. And what I mean by that is I'm a very I like things planned and set in stone, and I love to have like times set, and even things like, it's funny, we've had conversations about recipes where I'm like follow the recipe to a T. She's more like do as I feel. So we're different in that way because she's a little more go with the flow and open to kind of having things ebb and flow in whatever way works. And it's so hard for me to do that personally. That's not something I'm good at, but it's something that I love that she offers, and it helps me to realize like it is okay to relax. Everything doesn't have to be planned to a T. Like, it is okay to chill out and just kind of have a chill day and go with the flow. But even more beyond that, her channel is really great because I feel like her channel really is about connecting with other mothers and seeing the beauty and the struggles in everything. She's not afraid to be transparent about where she struggles. She's not afraid to talk about harder subjects that most people would possibly kind of filter what they would say on. She doesn't do that, and it's nice and refreshing. She also has this amazing love for books, and I swear that since following her, she has influenced us to read so much more. Like, I already have a child that is obsessed with reading, but I feel like with following Tori and just seeing like her passion for books, it's really overflowed into our home, and we have definitely found ourselves reading more books. Also, I've done what she calls, I think she called it strewing books, which is where that you intentionally leave out books in places, and your children will tend to pick them up and want to read them instead of doing other things like always having the TV on or tablets, things like that. So we've been doing that. I do see that it works. I just feel like this woman is like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. She has such a unique and fresh channel. So I think the biggest things you would walk away with from her channel are encouragement, passion, and connection. She's definitely about the community. So those are definitely things that you would get from her, and I highly recommend her. She will do nothing but kind of improve your homeschooling as well as elevate you as a person, to be honest. And the second YouTuber I want to talk about is Jady A. Jady A is almost like an OG in the homeschool world. She has so many videos on YouTube, it's ridiculous. I can pretty much guarantee that whatever I'm looking for, it's probably on her channel. And I'm not kidding, there's so many times where I just type Jady A and whatever I'm looking for into the search box on YouTube, and I swear something always comes up to help me out on whatever I'm searching. Jady is just so full of knowledge and great ideas. She's extremely resourceful. She is well thought out. She's very purposeful in all of her teaching. She's highly intentional about everything she does. She's great for people that have like massive families. She has, I can't remember, 4 or 5 kids. Ages really range from like, I think she currently has an infant, and her oldest is, I want to say, older elementary at this point. So she has a huge age range for children, and she has a really great flow to her day. She is a lot more structured than Oglesby Ohana is. And so if you prefer structure, I still say check out Oglesby, but if you prefer structure, Jady A is a really great channel to check out. I cannot speak highly enough of her channel. It is just so information packed and very thorough, and she explains everything in a very easy way for you to comprehend. So I highly recommend checking her out if you're needing ideas for quite a big age range and just resourceful ideas or ways to like keep things less complicated. even with a lot of children. So I highly recommend her for so many reasons as well. So I think the top things you would get out of her channel are jam-packed information for homeschooling, plenty of tips and tricks to keep things simple when you have a lot of kids, and a good understanding of a lot of intentional teaching techniques and also discipline techniques. The third mama that I recommend on YouTube would be Miss Farrington. Her channel is the Farrington Schoolhouse. And this channel is fairly new, but I highly recommend her because she actually still has a track record with YouTube. She's had a motherhood and lifestyle channel for I think like 2 years now. We both started up the motherhood and lifestyle stuff around the same time. So she's had videos about homeschool on that channel, which is Miss Farrington is that channel. But she finally started a homeschool channel, which I was super excited to know she was going to do one solely dedicated to homeschooling. So if you go to her channel, there's not many videos yet, but I promise you, if you subscribe, she will give you plenty of great videos to watch. So even though she goes by Miss Farrington, her name is Gabby. This is a mama who I think has a lot of love for classical learning and Charlotte Mason learning. It seems like those are a lot of the things that she does. She is also like me, where she started homeschooling. I think she started homeschooling pre-kindergarten as well, if I understand correctly or remember correctly. And she is on year 3 now. She does have 3 kids though, which means she has an understanding of how to homeschool to multiple kids. And she has kids from infancy to her oldest being early elementary age. 1st grade, I believe. The thing I love about her channel, other than her what you should know about her in general, she's someone who likes to show a lot of the humor in motherhood, the realness. She's not afraid to get on camera, not appearing to be her best, which even on her not greatest days, she looks amazing. You guys ever feel like that? Like you see someone and they tell you like they are almost making fun of themselves for coming on camera and looking a hot mess, but you're like, no, you look great. She's one of those people where you just can't make her not beautiful. But that aside, like we're not talking about how pretty she is because her channel's about way more than that. I love that she is extremely thorough in her videos. She explains everything in detail and you really can't skip a beat with her because of how thorough she is. On her channel, you'll find things like lesson planning alongside of her, and also she has videos where you do lessons with her. I think recently it was language arts where you do the entire lesson in full with her, along with her on the camera. So you can see an in-depth idea of what they do for their schooling. So like I said, I think you really should subscribe to her channel. You will not regret it as her channel grows. I think the biggest things that you'll walk away with from this channel are relatability and honesty, for sure. That is definitely something she offers, as well as thorough explanations that leave you walking away without any questions on whatever subject she's talking about. And this is also someone who I would say is really good with community as well. I feel like she has been very, very on top of answering questions, responding to people, building up her community. It's definitely something that I feel like is important to her. So those are things you would walk away with from her channel. The 4th channel I'm going to recommend is called Homeschool On. And Homeschool On, I feel like hasn't had any recent uploads, but that's because the woman is probably busy, as she has built an entire curriculum herself that is selling like hotcakes. I feel like in the future she will go back to doing more videos. It's just right now I think she's focusing a lot on her business, which is very understandable. But even with that, all the videos you're going to find on her channel are extremely helpful. Now, I have done a video in the past where I reviewed one of her curriculums I didn't enjoy, but I'd like to state that doesn't mean I don't enjoy her or her work. She is an extremely brilliant and thorough person. She's someone who really sticks to her beliefs and what she finds to be her truth. And I appreciate that about her. She has a very solid backbone. But on top of that, her channel is the channel that helped me really decide and narrow down on curriculums that I wanted to use for my child. She has a ton of curriculum reviews on her channel that are unbelievable, and I'm not kidding about she's the reason I was able to narrow down choices. There are so many choices out there and you can get really lost in this whole sea of curriculum choices. But if you go look at her videos, she's extremely thorough on explaining the pros and cons of everything that she encounters. And she has videos where she even compares like 10 different types of curriculum at a time. So if you really want thorough understandings and walkthroughs of the pages, she's definitely going to be your go-to girl. So that's what I mainly go to that channel for. It is extremely informative and you will definitely walk away with a lot more understanding of curriculum. That's definitely her strong point, is understanding curriculum. She does have other videos on her channel as well, but I would say her strong point is the curriculum and explaining it. Before she became less social on social media, she began posting videos on Instagram stories that were extremely relatable and wonderful videos, and I hope that in the future she will include those on her YouTube channel. But like I said, that's what I mostly use her channel for, is understanding curriculum. So that's what I would say you walk away from her channel with, is a thorough understanding of curriculum, and probably coming out of it knowing what curriculum you're going to go forward with. And the fifth and final channel I'm going to talk about today, and there are more, but these are like my top 5 currently. The fifth channel I'm going to talk about today is Tasha Pivots. Tasha Pivots is a relatively new channel as well. I think she's been doing it for a few months, but she has definitely shown that she's here for the long haul. She has a ton of videos already that she shares. I believe she posts 3 times a week. She is definitely another mom who keeps it real. Honestly, all these moms I'm sharing with you are very transparent in their motherhood and homeschooling. But Tasha definitely has this beautiful aspect she brings of her spirituality. So if you're someone who is a, not to mention, I think all of these women are Christian, to be honest, but I think Tasha Pivots has this beautiful way of explaining her faith. And there are videos on her channel that I found very helpful. Like there was one called How We Raise Strong Girls or something along the lines of that. And that video was very beautiful, and I love the way that she explained how she like sees it from a spiritual point of view and from scripture, and how she builds up her girls to become these strong women. And that video was just so influential and relatable. Of course, any of us who are moms of kids in general, but mothers of girls, we want to raise beautiful, strong women who are able to speak their truth and make their mark in the world and to live fearless. I think that's what the video had to do with, actually, a lot of being fearless and bold. And I found that video to be so beautiful and so helpful. And she just, I don't know, she almost speaks poetically to me, like, because she's so devoted to her faith and to her scripture that even when she speaks about it, it just is so beautiful. Another really cool thing about her is something that inspires me a lot. And if you're someone who is very cautious of history curriculum and how it's taught, she has created her own curriculum to teach history, one that isn't so whitewashed. And I highly respect that about her. I mean, it's already hard enough to like handle homeschool and everything else in life, but she took the time to build her own curriculum to explain history to her children in a truer way. Okay, of course my camera dies. It overheated as I was talking. I don't remember where I left off, but basically Tasha's just one of those people where they walk into the room and you just can feel that they are a light in the world. Like, I mean, I've never met her, but this is how I imagine it goes just from the interactions on YouTube. But she's just one of those people where she doesn't have to tell you that she is devoted to her faith or any of that. Like, you can just feel it. Like, you can just sense that she is a beautiful light in the world who is connected to her faith and her creator, and I really, really love that about her. I think the things you will walk away from this channel with are a sense of peace. I always leave her videos feeling a lot more peaceful. Inspiration for your own faith and how to make it applicable in everyday ways. Though this still is a homeschool channel, but like her faith is evident in everything she does, I feel like, personally. And also, it's funny, it's so funny I say this, but I walk away feeling more like wholesome from her. Like, she just feels like that wholesome mama. She does the oils, and it seems like she just has this beautiful, peaceful vibe. Though, I mean, granted, I know kids are crazy, so I'm not saying like she doesn't have chaos like the rest of us, but I think that I would want to assume that she just creates this very wholesome, peaceful vibe in her family and in her home. That's how I imagine, if I were in her house, how it would go. But I feel like she brings that out too. Like, I walk away from her videos feeling like I can create this peace and wholesomeness as well. But alright, those are my 5 channels that I wanted to tell you guys about. Not 10, I don't know what I'm doing. 5 channels that I wanted to tell you guys about. These moms are all like golden channels that are free at your disposal, guys. Like, go check them out. They all have their own beautiful aspects they bring to the table, and they are worth your time. So I'll have them all linked down below, and make sure you check them out. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video useful, helpful, or entertaining in any kind of way. That way I know that this is what you like, so I can make videos in the future. and also hit the subscribe button for more content from this channel as well. Everything homeschool on here. And I want to wish you guys a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video. Have fun homeschooling. Bye.